I went down. Well, Billy called me. I'm going to speak completely, this won't go that far, I'm sure, but Billy called and said, Andy, we need you to take one big thing for the team. And I said, oh my gosh, I've been taking something for the team every day. He said, well, you're our wonderful gay leader, and we need you to go down. Will you suck dick to fix this water problem? And I said, Billy, what? Mm-hmm. He said, Andy, if you will go down and suck Cunningham's dick, who's the head of customs, and get him to clear all of the containers with water, you will save this festival. And I literally drove home, took a shower. I drank some mouthwash. I'm like, oh my gosh, and I got into my car to drive across the island to take one for the team. And I got to his office fully prepared to suck his dick.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the Slightly Biased Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Slightly Biased Podcast, episode 44.
That is correct, episode 44.
And who do we have here? Is this Vinny?
This is Vinny.
Hi, Vinny. How are you?
Hi, Derek. How are you? Grayson's here as well, too.
I'm Grayson.
You are Grayson. I am Derek.
Do you ever notice how people say, when you ask them how they do it, they say it's either a fog, it's fine, okay, or good?
Fine, okay, or good.
Fog.
What do you mean? Fog?
How are you doing?
To...
I'm doing fine. I'm doing okay. I'm doing good. You ever think about changing that up?
I never say that.
I'm doing good.
What do you say?
Livin the Dream.
Wow.
He does say that.
He does.
Confirm,
he does. I'm a fog guy. I gotta get out of that habit.
My favorite thing.
Pretty good. I usually say I'm pretty good. I'm doing all right.
Oh, you're a fapper.
Yeah.
Or fopper.
I like to say living the dream, but I'm not sure if it's a nightmare.
Fop G.
It changes every day.
I got the Derek laugh there. So yeah, our intro today was from the Fire Festival documentary. I
haven't seen it.
You guys haven't watched it yet?
No, I haven't watched it.
It's a very good documentary.
I've been a little busy.
A little busy. You guys should watch it. Learn about why the Fire Festival failed and why it was a bad idea to begin with.
Maybe I'll download it to my iPad and I'll listen on my flight to Pittsburgh.
Nice.
You can watch it. You can just even look at the screen too.
Oh,
I have to download it first though.
What a shit show of a fucking.
Oh God! Do you remember that whole thing? It was.
I thought it was pretty funny.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Those assholes.
Those rich fucks. Those rich Instagram influencers. God damn it.
Fuck them. Fucking assholes. Although it is sad, they were watching the pigs run around and they freaked out. I would have just pet the pigs if it were me.
What do you mean?
There were pigs?
There were pigs swimming in the water and people were freaked out about it.
That was in the intro video they made.
They were lame.
And
I would have pat those pigs.
The whole idea was they're supposed to go to a private island for this festival. Yeah. Ended up going to a pretty crowded island.
What island did they get sent to?
One where Sandals, Jamaica. No, that's Sandals, Bahamas.
That's where it was?
It's a main island, yeah. Initially, they're going to go to a private island owned by Pablo Escobar. And the genies behind it all decided to put that in the video that it was owned by Pablo Escobar. But it was against the contract stipulation for him to say that. So he said it anyway, and the guys were like, yeah, you can't have it here anymore. You're out. Get out.
Bye-bye.
45 days prior to the start of the festival. So they had to find a new island and build a whole new stage there, build a whole new infrastructure, and it's a
all those tents. They were going to have real buildings.
They're supposed to have private villas and everything. They ended up with FEMA tents.
Yeah, FEMA tents.
What do you
So
adjusting?
if he didn't do that, this could have worked out.
Potentially.
But he's like being accused of being a huge fraud.
He's in jail right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? How many years?
Well,
is he
that's
serving?
because
6 years.
He didn't actually deliver on what he promised. Like he was like, "Oh, it's gonna be great," and then people were like, "Oh, I'll buy that," and then he did a bait and switch and didn't give them what they asked for.
Yep.
But what I'm saying though is, if he didn't drop that it was Pablo Escobar's island, he could have
potentially.
Did he have the infrastructure in place to pull it off?
That
there?
island was empty. He'd have to build everything.
They still would have had to build everything
in less than 6 months time frame, which is probably impossible.
They still would have had to build everything, but it would have. It still would have been as shitty.
How much was the ticket?
In a different place.
It depends. One of them was like $40,000.
Jesus.
Private villa for the week or weekend or whatever one it was.
And that includes a ticket?
Yeah.
And they were all the private villas were just FEMA tents.
In the end, yes.
Yeah.
Because they had Airbnbs in the island, but then people realized that nobody's getting paid for anything, so we're like, yeah, you can't come to our house. Please leave.
And then I realized, I actually read, I haven't seen this yet, but I saw that that there was the woman who like served the food to everyone, who catered to
very,
everyone.
very, very nice lady.
She like dumped her savings into it, and
Yeah.
a GoFundMe actually just replenished her life savings.
Dude, she got screwed over by this guy.
Well,
guy's
she
a
also
douchebag.
you think about what we joke about. Like I like to joke about how like they got like literally like sandwiches with cheese, and it's literally all she could help, but she wanted to help.
Yeah.
So I am refraining.
They
from
were
making that
promised,
joke
like
anymore.
initially, they were like promised, like the Fire Festival was going to be a success for this island, which is going to bring back like money every year for these people.
Yeah.
These
They did a really fucking bad thing.
They took advantage of these people
They did.
to build this infrastructure, and they busted their ass to do it.
They absolutely
But
did.
in the end, it was kind of like for nothing.
So, other news
Whoa,
that
whoa.
is pretty notable.
Let's slow down on the news. We got to catch up on our weeks first.
Oh, right.
What have you done since the last episode, Derek?
When did we record last Friday?
Last Friday. It was a Friday episode.
past
A
Friday?
very rare Friday episode.
Not much. Played D&D. Watched the Patriots win.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I have to eat my words. I thought they were gonna lose.
That
I said it here
AMC
last time.
championship game or AFC championship game took years off of my life.
Yeah.
It sure did. I turned it off in the fourth quarter. I
Other
was
than
dying.
Oh,
that,
yeah?
Dying.
Wow.
other than that, pretty much nothing's changed.
What's up with you, Grayson?
I had a pretty average week.
Yeah.
Yeah, just been going to work. I'm trying to decide how much I want to share with the pod.
Up to you.
I will say we will have to change our D&D
You've had
venue.
a change in management.
I've
It
had
seems
a-
like in your personal life.
My manager of my brain has woken up from his 4-year-long slumber, more like 1 year, 1-year-long slumber, and decided to take care of my lovely self. And we've made some life changes, made some
I'll add a
rearrangements.
clap in post.
We've made some rearrangements. Or just clap. Okay.
I'm gonna
Good for you.
We'll be needing to find a new D&D venue, but that's a
No, but
minor point.
we know where the menus are.
Joelle's house.
Yeah. So that was my week was eventful and full of emotions. How about you?
Golly. Well, last Saturday I went skiing, and yeah, it was a good time. I'm at the chairlift in the family area because I'm a family area kind of skier.
You're a family
That's
kinda
my
guy.
level. I'm a
Yeah.
family level. And the chairlift operator says, "Does anybody want to volunteer to take a child up the lift who is in the middle of a lesson? You get to go right away at the top of the line." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take a 10-year-old, no problem. 10-year-old right at the top. It's easy."
Sure.
And I get up there, and they said, "Okay, you're taking these 2 kids with you. One's 8, and one's maybe 4."
One's 4.
And this kid's very small. He's way shorter than that chair you're sitting in.
Oh boy.
And I'm like, "Okay, here we go."
Hold my hands.
And I'm like, "Okay, we're going to go on the lift now." And he's like totally zoning out, looking around, being mystified by, I guess, the activity on the mountain.
the world.
And I'm like, "Okay, grab my hand." I'm pulling his hand, pulling him up to the lift. They have to slow the lift down for him to get on because
Yeah,
he's very
of course.
little.
He's 4.
I have to help him on.
4,
His
yeah,
feet can barely reach the end of the chairlift. Like
Yeah.
he can't put a bend on it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh my fucking god." "Okay, sit back, dummy. I don't need to fall off here."
Yeah.
So I close the lift on him, going to the top. I have to make sure he doesn't die because he's 4 years old and I'm
Yeah.
liable, I guess. I don't
You have to
know.
be their seatbelt. Like,
Yeah, I have to be the adult here.
yeah, you got a safety harness them.
I'm still learning to ski, so it's like I have to be an adult while I'm learning to ski.
That's a tough
That's
ask.
tough.
That's a tough ask.
Anyways, the kid died.
Did I talk too loud?
Yeah.
No,
fine,
we're
I'll fix it.
going up. The 8-year-old says to me,
I'm
"How
so
old?"
stuffed
Says,
up.
"How
It's
old are
insane.
you?" And I said, "I'm 30." He's like, "Wow, that's old." I'm like, "Oh, thank you. Cool."
You probably, knowing you appreciated that.
Anyways, I pushed him off the lift.
I'm still am I still loud?
You're allowed. Yeah.
Jesus.
But like, it's okay. We can change it in post. Getting close to the top, and I'm like, "Okay, I'm putting the bar up now. Don't hold on and fall off."
Oh no.
So we get to the top. I put the bar up. I'm like, "Do you know how to get it off a lift?" And he's like, "No."
Did he fall under
the
it?
4-year-old.
Did he fall under it?
I'm like, "Okay, here we go."
Nope. All right,
He
we're
immediately
jumping
gets off.
right in.
Just eats shit. And I'm like, "Are you okay?" This kid's a rock star. He's like, "Yeah, I'm fucking cool."
I'm fine.
I'm
I'm
cool.
okay.
Exact
cool.
words.
I'm
Exact
okay.
And I get up there and I'm like, "Where the fuck is your instructor? What am I supposed to do with you?" He's like, "I don't know." He's like, "I don't even know who my instructor is."
Yeah, no, you're supposed to wait with them at the top until someone comes along and says, "I'm the instructor."
Really?
Yeah.
This is
What do you think? You abandoned a child at the top of a mountain?
Yes.
Is that what you did?
No.
Oh, okay.
I sat out there thinking about what to do next. Some other kids showed up, I hope from his group,
You had put him back with the other ones.
and then I just left.
All right.
For all I know, he's still on the mountain waiting for his instructor.
Wait, did you go up again after that?
I went home. It was getting dark.
You did the last run and then left?
No, I'm just kidding. He's
Yeah,
cool.
you went back
He's
up.
cool. We're Facebook friends now. We're gonna hang out next week.
That's concerning.
Are you going to join his Are you going to join his Minecraft server?
He plays Fortnite.
Ooh, are you going to join his Fortnite group?
Can he floss?
Of course he can floss. He's 4.
Do you know who can floss the best that I know?
Me.
Yeah, you. Actually.
Steve knows how to floss pretty good.
Steve?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I talk? I'm very stuffed up right now. It's very annoying.
It's okay.
That's it. That's all I
We
want.
forgive
That's your
you.
whole week.
We forgive you.
Your
week
I'm
is-
stuffed.
Your week is the, what's it called? The thing that you wear on your face when you sleep?
My
CPAP.
Your
CPAP.
CPAP. Your week is a CPAP.
I can hear you
That's-
breathing right now.
Your week is just a CPAP.
I can't breathe through my nose.
I turned his mic up. I mean, his headphones up too. It's okay. We
Can we talk
also
about my CPAP?
we have to.
I want to talk about my CPAP.
Sure, if you want.
Is there an update on your CPAP machine?
It's fucking life changing, man.
I think we talked about that.
I want to talk about it more.
All right.
More.
So I'm almost through a month of CPAP therapy, they call it, and it is
It like vaporizes water and injects it into your face, right?
Yeah, he vapes.
not.
So you vape?
It does have
What flavor is your CPAP? Is it cotton candy?
Shut the fuck up.
It's
It
Fruit
does.
Loops, actually.
It does have a humidifier aspect to it, but the premise is
It's like
that
a sonic thing, right?
it pushes air through a tube so that because I snore and my sleep apnea basically is because my throat collapses when I sleep.
Yeah. It's
So
not your nose?
my nose doesn't help.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's Derek has a deviated septum.
We've gone
For-
over
for
this
the listeners.
many times.
It's not good. It's bad. But anyways, so the idea is it keeps my throat open so I don't wake up choking or anything like that, and I actually get a restful night's sleep, which is great. The only problem is the thing that's been kind of making it hard is subconsciously in my sleep I've been taking off my mask every once in a while.
Oh no.
So I
That's
need
a
to
bad move.
I need to get that under control.
Are you gonna pull up the soundboard?
But
Yeah.
You
it's
should probably do that.
honestly,
Oh, there
if you snore, get a CPAP, and your girlfriend might love you more, or boyfriend,
or both.
or both.
Well, let's not discriminate against all these tuples
I don't want to.
out there.
Yeah.
Shout out to the tuples. Or thruples. That's the
That
word.
was the
Tuple
update.
is a coding
Can we
thing.
make this a segment? My CPAP update.
Yes.
Like quick minute.
I want fucking prep done for it though.
Unanimously voted. It's a segment.
Okay.
We would be remiss not to talk about the most viewed
You know what's fucking
story
bullshit? You know what's fucking bullshit?
in the
No,
entire
I don't care.
state of Massachusetts.
I'm still on my week update.
All right. What's up with your week update?
You guys know I have a garage in
You're
the
just
building,
derailing
right?
these transitions.
We haven't gotten to the news yet.
Yes.
All right.
What's
What?
it's yesterday or today. I don't remember what day it was. I think it was yesterday. I'm backing out of my spot and it's tight. So it takes me a couple turns to get out of it. The girl next to me in my spot comes up to her car, sees me backing out, like trying to get angle to leave, gets in her car and backs out and leaves. And I'm like,
Before you.
yes.
That's absurd.
So I had to pull back into my spot, otherwise she's gonna hit me. This motherfucker with New Jersey plates.
Yeah, that checks out.
I don't like her.
I don't
Fuck
like
New
her.
Jersey.
I
That's
don't
what
like
I'm
her.
saying.
I hate her. I hate her so much.
Fuck New Jersey.
Anyways, yeah, back to
New Jersey is a dump. They're just a garbage state. There's no good part.
Whoa, whoa,
They
whoa.
call it the armpit of
Ex-
America for a
ex-
reason.
is.
Excuse me, Victor Pena came from New Jersey, so let's just
transition to the most shared story in all of the Boston area. Drumroll, please.
Talk about that.
It is Amber Melrose.
What?
Is that her name?
What the fuck? did you
Olivia
say?
Ambrose.
Olivia Ambrose.
We're talking Melrose Place, guys. Here we go.
Olivia Ambrose. Thank you for correcting me.
Kid can't even read.
And whatever the douche nozzle's name is, Pena.
Victor,
Victor Pena.
piece of shit.
Victor,
Pena.
piece of shit Pena.
I bet he's illegal.
We're just going to let that one sit.
We know he's a piece
Um,
of shit. Let's avoid that part.
Yeah, that's
I bet he crossed that damn border.
that's
Okay.
racist.
Are we going to talk about this
controversial.
seriously? I feel like we need.
Yes, this is a serious
This
topic.
is a very serious topic.
This is not a funny thing. There was
Who's
a
laughing?
for those who
Not
don't
Olivia
know-
Ambrose.
fucking goddamn it. For those who are not up to date, Olivia Ambrose went missing from a Faneuil Hall
fun
area
fact,
bar,
Hennessy's bar,
Hennessy's
where
bar,
Kilrow was playing, the band we saw at my
where
birthday.
we were. We were at that bar.
and
Yes.
that's the bar Kyle got kicked out of.
Yes. So she went missing from the same bar that we went to for Vinny's birthday.
30th, what's up?
And was eventually found. It was a tense couple of days. It was a tense, I think, 3 days that she was missing.
Yeah, they found her Tuesday.
Yeah.
She was missing Saturday, so she finally got found.
Well, they didn't report it until Sunday.
Right.
Afternoon,
So
I believe.
she was missing for
You know
3
what's
days.
interesting
only
about
known
that?
for 2 days.
Do you guys know the Nextdoor app? You ever heard of that?
Yes.
What's that?
It's an app that like takes where you live and it puts you in like a smaller social media circle where people can post things.
Yeah. You can
And,
basically post on Facebook, but to all the neighbors you're not actually friends with on Facebook.
Oh.
And so I heard about Olivia first from there. It was a post
Oh
on
yeah,
there.
yeah.
And I was like, oh damn. And then it was on the Twitter.
On the
and then
Twitter.
it was blowing up.
It was
on
all
the
over the
news.
Twitter.
But like, it's interesting how you hear about these things. And
So
mine was from Nextdoor app.
I actually do have a week update that I can merge in with this because my car got stuck in a parking spot during the snowstorm.
Where?
I couldn't get my car at my apartment. I couldn't get my car. I parked it in a spot.
The haunted house.
Yes, the haunted house. I parked it on because the house is on a hill. It's a pretty steep hill for a car in the snow, and I parked it very precariously. It was a tense hour to get it into the spot. Next morning, couldn't get it out of the spot, so I had to take lifts and subway rides for the next 2 days. This morning, I finally got it back out of the spot because it was raining and 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Thank you, global warming. And
It's a myth.
okay, climate change. Sorry. Anyway, while I was on the bus, one of the times I was watching over the shoulder of someone who was sitting down, and I was standing up. I was watching this the breaking news of the update of the girl being found. So that's
I mean,
we're glad that she was found.
It's a miracle.
Terrifying that she was even taken, and it's horrible that this happened.
It's definitely a miracle that she was found, and it's just.
It was a
scary.
lot of people working really hard, and it was a community effort. Like they found her through like those like Reddit detectives that you see doing bad shit and doxing people. Like that's how they found her.
No, it was not.
Boston's finest.
It was the BPD and the MBTA.
It was Boston's finest.
Along with her twin sister,
Right.
doing the Find My Location on their iPhone.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
yeah, but it's weird because I thought her phone was dead, but I guess it came back to life, and she was able to use it later on Tuesday to find her.
Oh, interesting.
And then the police went to that area, and they asked around. They realized that this guy was probably suspicious.
And they had seen the
Yeah.
footage of her
Well,
leaving
the neighbors
train
saw the
station.
picture, and they're
Yeah.
like, "This guy is a creep." Like they,
Yeah.
I was.
There was a
did you
bunch
see
of
the
her
news?
neighbors.
A bunch of neighbors, like this guy was like looking at my kid and shit.
Yeah,
and, like,
they're like 14-year-old,
and he had-
11-year-old kid. I
and
think.
he had run-ins with
He followed a-
police, the
yeah,
MVP
stalking.
MBTA,
You gotta-
yeah.
He followed.
He's a real piece of shit.
He
His
followed
ex-
two girls on a bicycle, like
Yeah.
riding his
Oh
bicycle
yeah,
behind them.
yeah. I remember seeing that on the news.
His
creep-
ex-girlfriend filed a restraining order on him at some
Yeah,
point in the past.
Fucking what a
Well, he went to
just-
jail. I think he went to jail for violating that restraining order, if I remember
Just-
reading the news.
just
correctly.
the
Well, I don't know
worst
if you guys
person.
know this or not, but his Facebook friends say he was a really good guy.
Hashtag both sides.
No, because his Facebook friends was all his profiles. He had
Oh.
multiple profiles
Oh,
of
really?
himself. Yeah.
Oh my God.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't
no.
hear this.
His main Facebook, his only friends he had were his own profiles.
No,
That is so fucking.
He's really
weird.
just deranged and out there.
Yikes.
Jesus.
So those
Jeez.
people, be careful. Those people are out there. You gotta
Oh,
be
yeah.
careful.
I mean, I think we take it for
It's n-
granted. We
it's-
take it
I'm
for
gonna-
granted being like men.
Yeah.
Like being a woman must be so terrifying.
Well,
Like
the
you
problem
have to
is-
keep your eyes peeled for everything.
So Hennessy's kicked her out when she was blackout, and from what I can read, they kicked her out assuming the guy she was with was her boyfriend or she was
But
there
that guy-
with.
they were her friend. It was her friend, right?
But it wasn't.
No,
her friend.
they
no,
just
no,
met.
no, no, no,
and
no.
Oh,
the
they
guy-
just met.
they
Okay.
both-
They parted ways.
they
and
both-
he did a good. Yeah, he did a good. He just let it. Well, I mean,
The
you-
problem
he's-
is
he turned himself in after he was
Yeah.
announced a suspect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the bouncers just kick him out.
Yeah.
Like you can't just do that.
you gotta call him an Uber.
If she showed up dead, Hennessy's would be liable. I'm guessing for something along with these
Maybe,
things.
I
by
don't
kicking
know.
people
Probably
out.
for over serving. Yeah.
Yeah.
They could
Oh,
probably-
you're right. Yeah.
Hennessy
they
was
let her
was
get
probably
blackout.
sweating about it.
Right.
So
That's
but
a really good point. I didn't even think of that.
the bouncers of Hennessy's are really aggressive. They'll get you out of there no problem fast. But they need to be like
Yeah.
moved to a staging area before you just let them wander off into the night,
Like, keep an
especially
eye
on
on
a cold
'em.
Saturday night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she could have frozen to death.
I mean,
It was
think about
cold
it.
that night.
You think about what's the role of a bouncer? Is to keep everyone safe, right? At the
Yeah,
core.
yeah, absolutely.
So like, even if someone's being unruly in a bar, that's you need. I agree with you. Like, you need to. Not. I don't know if you need to have a staging area because I don't think it happens. Would hope it doesn't happen that often where people
Yeah.
get kicked out of a bar.
I'm pretty sure it probably
But
happens
like,
a lot.
make sure they have a ride or make sure they have a destination or something like that.
At least
Like,
make sure that they think they're good. If they're
Yeah.
not thinking they're good, then that's just worse.
honestly, and this is the other thing. Like, if they're really that unruly, call the cops. The cops will take care of it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Not just let her wander off. Hold on. I want to see if they
Should we move on?
Long
No,
story
I'm just curious
short,
if Hennessy's has a Twitter or not.
long
Oh,
story short,
okay.
good news that she
Yeah.
is safe.
She was found. She's safe.
Um,
What a journey, though. Like, like her
that
being
must have been
lost.
that must have been the scariest. And like,
I was talking about like everyone watching the story. Actually,
I think,
Oh.
yeah, I was watching it on full. It
Yeah.
happened so fast.
I did. It was like one of those court cases that sets the precedent for like a
Yeah.
generation.
but imagine her. She probably woke up Sunday, not knowing where she was with a
Yeah.
creepy man.
Yeah,
Did
who
you guys
probably kept her sedated?
did you
or
guys
something.
read
I
the
don't know.
police
It's
report?
really fucked up.
it's
I
weird.
don't know.
He kept her under a bed that was surrounded by Tupperwares with weights outside of them.
That's not
No,
the
I'm
same
just
story.
no, I'm
Didn't we
confusing
cover that
the
story last
Yeah,
week?
we did. Yeah.
Yeah, Jamie Kloss.
Yeah.
So I guess I read the police report, and they went to the guy's door, and they were knocking on it for like 20 minutes. No answer. They're like, "This is suspicious." The windows outside.
He put his own lock on the
The
door. too.
windows the windows are covered up outside. So they got a drill and they undid his lock,
Nice.
and they opened the door, and he's standing in the doorway,
Boston PD, man.
holding her behind him, and she's crying.
Yikes.
And he was resisting arrest. They had to like fight it off of him, get her away from
What
him,
a
and get her
fucking
out.
Cretin.
But did you watch the court arraignment? I can't
No.
tell if he's putting on an act or if he's actually that delusional.
What do you do?
He just looks so out of it.
He
Like,
has 20 days of psychiatric
Yeah.
evaluation.
because they can't tell if he's faking or not. They don't know yet.
At Bridgewater Mental Hospital or something like that.
He's crazy. He's
It's-
clearly
yeah,
crazy.
But it sounds like he's only brought up so far for kidnapping charges, not for like any sexual assault charges.
no, yeah, no. I
So
think that was the story. He just
held
kidnapped her. Yeah, he just
it's-
wanted a
it's
friend.
So weird.
He made his own Facebook friends.
He's like fucking Hodor over there or some shit.
Yeah.
This
then
case, I feel like we're not even.
Hodor is a nice
I
guy,
feel like
though.
we're just getting to scratch the surface.
And then
on
today,
this.
the viral thing came out where there is an Uber trafficking sex ring in
came out
Cambridge yesterday. But then I'm hearing
Fuck
that
Uber.
that was just a viral
I
hoax.
hate Uber.
But we don't know if it's real or not.
It's probably put on by Lyft. To make
But,
people hate
I mean,
Uber
you
more.
never heard.
No, I didn't even hear about this.
like. It was on Instagram today. I saw that shit.
Former
It got
Lyft, former Lyft
I
driver.
know several people who got that message. You know,
It's interesting.
I mean, they're a shitty company, so
I mean,
I'm not
Just
like.
don't
I
accept.
don't feel bad for them
just
on this.
don't accept anything from Lyft drive. Any kind of like transportation services. They give you candy, you don't take it. Don't drink their water.
Yeah, no.
Just get in the car if you need a ride.
I've heard so many stories, including from my friends.
Don't go alone.
About people who were like, I had a friend who was telling me a story about how she got into an Uber and the guy like tried to kidnap her. She had to like jump out of the car.
really?
Yeah.
Where was this?
In like Newton.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's
Tried to
so
kidnap her.
scary.
Yeah, he like literally drove past her house and kept driving around the block and like wouldn't let her out. That actually happened to my friend.
Jesus.
Fucking Uber drivers.
I'm
Anyway,
sh-
we got
ho-
some other news. Should we move on?
I mean, have we covered it completely?
I can go into this all day.
We could
Speak before you go into the news.
Okay.
All the news topics. So you guys are familiar with the smiley face killer?
do you mean the movie with Babyface
No.
trailer? You saw that?
So a smiley face killer is a theory that.
Oh yeah, no, I know about this. Okay,
It's a theory that like there's
it's like
a
the Boston
group,
Tickler.
a group of serial killers throughout the country who are drugging 20-something athletic
Men, right?
college men
Yeah.
and killing them at some point and then drowning their bodies at a certain point.
Yeah.
And these two detectives from New York had this theory for like the past 20 years. They finally got a show on Oxygen about it.
Oh, of course it was Oxygen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
and
the only network they could
interesting.
get.
And I was watching it and I'm thinking, this show fucking sucks.
Yeah. Is it just nothing? Is it a nothing show?
The problem with the first episode, they're jumping right into it. I think that you should probably go through what the smiley face killer is first before jumping into something, because I think they speculate that it's a dark web conspiracy.
No.
People are talking on the dark web to like find young men to kill. I'm sure some of these people are killed. Like the first case jumping to is probably the strongest case, and he probably was killed. But like the quick cuts and like the action shots are doing
Oh,
with this
God.
thing is not
What a
good.
bad
The
show.
first
like
episode,
very-
No wonder it's on
the
Oxygen
first
Network.
episode's an hour long.
So I have a question. The smiley face killer is a smiley face killer because
They
draw
speculate-
They
smiley
found like
faces.
graffiti.
They find
with-
graffiti at
yeah.
the point where they believe the person entered the water.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is it's a fucking smiley face.
Also, yeah, that's like the most common kind of graffiti. You see the smiley face graffiti everywhere.
Yeah.
So like, if you're looking on a water line,
They-
you're like, I wonder where they fell in.
I
and you
think
see a smiley
they have,
face. That's
they,
drawing.
They have
you.
extreme tunnel vision.
Yeah.
But I have
This is called confirmation bias.
But I have a problem because they are experienced detectives, so it's not like
That's
somebody.
the thing.
It's not a fucking Reddit sleuth
How do
out
you
there
know?
trying to solve things. but there's just so much. Like the first episode's in Pittsburgh.
You just
the guy died in Pittsburgh.
You gotta wonder.
Yeah.
Well, you also know though, there's some cops that have like been in criminal sex rings. There's some cops who have like murdered. They've been murderers. They're murdering people on purpose. Like,
Yeah.
not all cops are good just because they're cops.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm going off the fact that sure they have television, but they spent 20 years of their life trying to solve this. It's not like it was like a last year kind of thing.
Right.
I'm sure there's something to it, but I'm sure it's not all connected.
Do you think they're also flat earthers?
Oh God, because like everyone can draw a smiley face. It's not
Yeah.
that articulate to draw a fucking smiley face.
No.
And
Well, does the killer have to be artistic though?
I don't know. I hope. Well, if they're drugging somebody,
Also, a network? That's dumb. A network of killers?
it's a dark web.
It's
thing.
stupid.
I know.
It's a stupid
Is
thing.
it really a dark web conspiracy?
I read an article on it.
There
yeah.
are dark
That's how they
webs,
communicate.
But
I
that,
know that.
but
yeah.
what?
But typically,
no, why?
serial killers work alone. They work
Right.
alone. They don't work with
Although
other people.
the internet is a hive of scum and villainy.
I'm sure a lot of them are deaths versus like drowning.
Have you ever been on the Donald subreddit?
No, I don't want to.
It's so gross.
But the thing is though, like, so I'm more into smiley face because somebody worked at Staples, drowned.
Shiloh.
Shiloh. Yeah, we talked about this before. But like,
I didn't
just
even know
curious,
that.
like
It's
that
crazy.
makes me think about like
He was
maybe
the- he was smiley face
murdered,
killer. Yeah.
or he was just drunk and
I
walked
think
into the water.
I think
and died.
people who are drunk who fall in the water tend to drown. I think
But
that's what
some of
happens.
them they find GHB in their systems, which is the thing that they think it's a common thread is that they're being drugged and then jumped in the water after they've been
they
murdered.
probably were drugged at a club and then got away from the club
I know.
and then fell in the water and drowned because they were drugged.
Yeah,
like
I
those-
know.
Do you see this is like correlation does not imply causation. They were drugged, they were drunk, they were in the water. Well, yeah, if you're drugged and drunk and you fall in the water,
The problem though,
what's your chance of
this
getting
is like
out?
an 8-episode show versus it could be done in an hour and a half documentary.
Yeah.
And
No, it could've
they're
been.
really digging
could've
for
been.
shit, and I'm just like, it's so fucking.
They can
boring
do
to watch.
Firefest in a 2-hour documentary.
I know.
They can do this in 2 hours. Oh gosh. Okay. We got some more news. Amazon is building a fleet of autonomous robots to deliver packages to your door.
I thought they already had that.
They look like hampers. Look at them. They're adorable.
Oh, they have
I thought
those
they
in
had the
DC.
drones.
No, I think they're ditching the drone thing.
In DC, they have delivery bots.
Look
Like
how
not.
cute that looks. It looks like a little hamper on wheels.
I don't know if I did describe that as cute, but it looks.
I think it's adorable.
Interesting.
Yeah, so they're gonna try this. Who knows if it'll succeed? A lot of their stuff
Is
does
this gonna?
fail.
So wait, it's a hamper they drive around.
It's a little robotic hamper with a battery and some wheels,
Do
and it has a lid that locks.
do you
so it
guys
gets to your
know-
door and you unlock
Do
it.
you guys
and
know
take
the bird scooters?
Yeah,
You ever heard
Yeah.
of
yeah.
Is that gonna turn into like a bird scooters graveyard, like the Instagram one where the people try to
Yeah,
vandalize
I
them?
don't know. Maybe.
I feel that's what's gonna happen.
I don't know. I mean, well, if they just drop it off and then drive back, they're either gonna be
How
in the warehouse
what's-
driving or in front of your
How
door.
fast do they go?
It doesn't say.
Can
They're
someone,
prototypes.
Can someone flip it over?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
gonna be vandalized. You think package?
Although I don't know.
Do you think package thieves are bad now? Wait till they see those rolling down the street.
yeah.
Did
Someone's
you ever
gonna
see the video of the guy? And I think it was in outskirts of Chicago. He's like a former Google or NASA engineer or something.
Oh, Ninja.
This is also called a last mile solution, by the way. This is meant to go from
Not
the
Ninja.
delivery trucks to the door. It's not meant for like longer distances.
Did you see
than
the
a few
guy
miles.
who like rigged a package for package thieves? It was on YouTube.
Yeah, I saw
Oh,
that.
I've seen this. Yeah.
He took it. He had the thing. There's nothing in it. It's designed for this. He has like the phone in there to track it.
And then like
He
it
has
was
the-
multiple phones. It was a fan.
He has the 4 cameras.
with-
He's the fart spray, the glitter
I
bomb.
love the glitter bomb.
They
one.
open it. and-
I guess he manufactured some of the video. Is what.
Really?
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
fucking surprised? No.
No,
That's-
but I'm sure.
Have you ever watched a David Blaine or what is it, Chris Angel? Have you ever watch a Mind Freak episode and not think
No.
everything about it is staged?
I've
I
never
cannot
watched
watch live magic like filmed on a special.
Here
on
comes
Netflix.
dumb Vinny when he was in middle school and that kid really thought it was real. I thought Chris Angel was a real
Fucking-
magician.
Like
and
you just watch him and you're like, there's no way this is
Yeah,
real.
when you're young though, you fall for it. Or
He's
you're
not
from,
a real
Or you're
magician?
from the South, you fall for it.
You're from the south.
He's
or
not
if
a
you're
real
a mouth
magician?
breather. Yeah, he puts on an act. That's all it is an act.
No, it's staged. They're all actors. They're just
Yeah.
sitting around. Like, there's no way he actually like what I don't even know what some of the stupid shit Chris Angel does, but there's no way he had like a card in his arm and he pulls it out of his arm and it has a signature on it. Like that's
How
clear-
does he do that though?
So
it's
do you guys
staged.
remember that?
It's obviously staged.
so
it's like a movie.
Netflix came out
That's
with
so
a show.
disappointing.
Netflix had a show a few months back about a magician. It was clearly fucking faked because the quick cuts and
Yeah,
stuff. And
yeah.
it's, like, it's not real.
Yeah.
Stop falling for this.
Don't
people.
And then it
don't
was-
tell Phil Dumfrey that.
There was I think it's this one that I was talking about. It was like close to
Modern
death or
Family.
something.
He loves magic.
Oh fuck yeah! I
Do
was
you know-
thinking like Phil from Staples. What?
Do you know the one I'm talking about? I think it was the one you were mentioning, the one where it's like nearly died by magic or something.
I remember hearing that Chris Angel died when he was a kid, and he was dead for like 10 minutes.
That
and
is
came
true.
Back and he was different.
I think that is true, actually.
But it's like that's how they argue he's a magician.
Oh.
He's in tap with the dark side.
He visited the ghosts.
Also, I don't know if you guys know this.
He has ghost powers.
Girls love magic.
Yeah, they do. But I've done magic tricks. They're instant success.
You can do magic?
I've done a couple card tricks. I'm like, hey, pick a card, any card. You know those kind of magic tricks. They're super easy to learn. They take 10 minutes.
I kind of want to learn some magic.
Just go and learn some fucking close-up magic. It's great.
My problem is I can't do
It
the
is.
my hands.
Have you
can
ever
do the
played
card
Magic
tricks.
the Gathering?
No, I haven't.
I
It's by
play-
the same company that makes
No.
D&D, though.
I heard it's really
Nope.
fun.
I play PTG, Pokemon trading card game,
Oh, okay.
back in the 90s.
I played Yu-Gi-Oh! I was really good at it.
I played. My brother and I had a Yu-Gi-Oh arm thing.
Oh, dude, that's so cool.
My biggest disappointment from this past week, I think it was 2 days ago or yesterday. Do you know the SpaceX Silver rocket ship? Have you seen this thing?
The new one,
Sure.
it's a retro look to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It fell over in the wind and broke. The wind blew it over and it broke.
Thank God it wasn't in space.
Look at this thing. You've seen this?
yeah.
It looks like a retro future rocket. It's
It looks
beautiful.
like the day the Earth stood still.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's like a solid silver stainless steel spaceship rocket. It's a test vehicle. They call it the Grasshopper or something. The test hopper. But it fell over in the wind, and the nose cone of it just got completely flattened when it hit the ground. Very sad. They said that it's going to take 2 or 3 weeks to repair.
Really?
Yeah.
That thing was not ready for space.
No. It's a test
can you-
hopper. It's supposed to go up 10 feet and come back down.
What's your?
Oh.
It's proof of concept.
Can you give me a run of the next 5 headlines? It's time for a break.
Okay.
After the break, we're gonna talk about
We got some aircraft carrier updates. The nice
Sexy.
weapons they're putting on there. We got Avengers spoilers.
I don't want to hear
we
that.
wanna
I
talk
don't want to
about
hear that. Get that
No
shit
No
spoilers.
spoilers for Avengers. All
No
right,
s-
we're cutting that. We're cutting it out. None of that. We got Massachusetts is a bad place to drive. Everybody knew that already.
Shocker.
Yes.
Hulu dropped their price down to $6 per month.
Now you're giving too much away of that
After
story. Okay.
Netflix. I mean, that's the headline.
You're giving
it's
the whole thing
story.
away.
It's just a headline. There's no story. And we got there's a government shutdown. We're gonna talk about that. And Elon Musk, if we want. I just like ranting about Elon Musk though. So
I know
We'll
you
see.
love him.
stay tuned.
Back after this.
It's Series 2 of Magic Works. No-fail magic you can master in minutes.
A new bike? Son, money doesn't appear out of thin air.
Yes, it does, with double vision. 3 quarters, please. I put the quarters into this ordinary holder. Place in the mirror. And magically, wow.
4 quarters.
Unbelievable! That's impossible. You're right, that's magic.
Double Vision. One of 6 new tricks you can collect in Series 2 of Magic Works.
Introducing VCR Magic Works, the magic show with an interactive video.
Ready?
No problem. With the transporter box, you can make stuff magically appear on TV.
Got the rabbit?
I got the rabbit!
Whoa! Wow. Ready, Norman?
Yeah! With the baffle box, you can magically pass the buck right through the screen.
How do you do that? It's magic!
With the passport trick, you can do the old picture switcheroo. Over an hour's worth of mind-blowing video. Everything for 2 awesome shows, VCR Magic Works.
And we're back. Yeah,
We're back now.
We're back.
Great break. Great commercial. I think it's one of our best.
That was my favorite commercial. That was my favorite commercial we've ever done.
Yeah, that was really good stuff. And now we're gonna dig into some other headlines and
So-
discuss our opinions and our changing bodies.
I
Here
think
we go.
I'm just gonna. Jesus. I want to jump into the big one. I was at D&D Wednesday night, and
Humble brag.
well, you can go too if you want.
It's fine. What do I made of money over here?
It's $5.
It's a lot of money.
Whatever, plus parking if you go with your
I
car.
have free parking. I live in Cambridge.
All right then. Can you park at a meter in Central?
No, I have,
free?
I have to find a resident parking spot.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
Central.
Okay. There actually is a lot of residential parking on the back streets behind Central, specifically where Pandemonium is. Anyway, come to Pandemonium Books and Games if you want to play more D&D. So the guy that was sitting at
Do
my
you know
table,
the guy? Do you go? Know the? Do you know the owners?
I know the owners. Yeah, I mean I've talked to them a couple
Would
times.
they want to be on a podcast promoting their bookstore?
I don't know. That's a good question.
You should ask them if you
I guess,
if you
yeah.
feel comfortable asking them. No pressure, but
Yeah, I mean I'd probably have to bring the stuff to them. I don't think they'd want to come here.
yeah, it's fine.
But
Yeah, I go to them.
Okay. So anyway, the guy who's sitting next to me. He's a little bit on the spectrum, and a lot of us kind of have to play around it to like humor him. And
What's his character?
His character's a monk. He's playing a monk.
Damn, that's not an easy class to play.
But he'll just bring up like, can I use my athletics to do that? And we're like, no, you can't. You can't use your athletics.
Roll a
to do that.
d20.
This honestly sounds like
It is a little bit okay.
It
So
kind of sounds like me. Like, Grayson, can I do this? You're like, no.
So I was saying, I forget what I was talking about, but I was like, we were making some reference to like, I think that one of the guys, Steve, was talking about how his like plane was delayed or something, and he was saying, I was worried about my plane like not being able to take off or whatever, and I was like, oh yeah, because they're like really unsafe now because of the shutdown, right? I was like just making a reference to it, and the guy sitting next to me goes, well, yeah, but I mean, it's both sides, right? Like they have to find a compromise. It's both sides. They can't just, they got to meet in the middle. And I'm just like, we all kind of stopped and looked at him. I'm like, do you know where you are right now?
I'm sorry, I just zoned out. What did you say?
Yeah.
The guy, I made a
email.
government shutdown reference.
Okay.
And the guy at D&D sitting next to me said something about both sides.
Okay.
And I had to restrain myself.
Grayson, you're a 24-year-old
From-
adult. You have something to say, Derek?
Why?
I just didn't want to like start a political debate at D&D. I was just trying to make a passing comment
Are you saying he's wrong?
that it's a compromise situation. Yeah, it's not a compromise situation. This is a slightly biased podcast, so I will be slightly biased.
Why?
It's the name of the podcast, but it is my, what was that?
Nothing. It's too quiet. Couldn't hear it.
It is my slightly biased opinion that this government shutdown is a Trump shutdown.
Longest in history.
Longest in history. Trump shutdown. It was caused by Trump. He said on tape that he would own it. It's his baby. This shutdown is his baby. He said, I'm glad to shut down the government. I'm glad to do it. That's what he said.
He said something different a week later.
Verbatim. I know he said it, tried to change his mind, tried to take it back.
Watch me drink this.
I'm watching. He's drinking it. He took one sip.
Refreshed.
He did one sip, boys and girls. So this is his shutdown. He owns it. He's like trying to put all this spin on how he didn't. It's all the Democrats' fault for not compromising.
Grayson,
It's his
can I ask you
shutdown.
a serious question?
Yeah.
Do you think, since you had said spin, do you think Trump's a fan of the spin doctors?
The spin doctors? I don't know what that is.
I'll play it. Keep talking.
Okay. So, like, hashtag where's Mitch? Where's Mitch in all this? Like, this is what bothers me about this.
He's at the dentist getting fake teeth.
People keep, oh God, his turtle teeth. People keep saying like,
I forgot about that.
he like, oh, they have to do what Trump. Like, no, the Senate, like Mitch McConnell is the leader of the Senate. If you didn't know, he's a Republican. He's he's the head of a co-equal branch of government. They could just pass it, like the bill. What is this? Is this the
Spin
spin
doctors.
Oh, the spin doctors. Okay.
Know the song?
Yeah.
You think Trump's a fan of the spin
No,
doctors?
no, definitely not. Go ahead now.
I just want to get us off topic. It's a lot of fun. It's really easy.
Go ahead. Okay, turn it on.
Would you shut the government down for the people? Dun, dun. Just go ahead now.
We're gonna get copyright struck.
No, we're not. Trust me.
Yeah, they're not. They're not watching. Yeah, no, this is not a Democratic shutdown. Like the
I know.
Democrats have literally been going
I
on every
know.
news station. I'm not ranting at you. Ranting with
I'm
you.
ranting at the internet. I know.
The Democrats have been going on every single platform that they have.
know what?
Every news station, every
this-
Sunday show, every
This
Twitter
fucking
account.
guy had his wall a year ago and said no.
He had complete Republican control of the government for 2 years and did not pass a fucking
The
wall
House
bill.
gave
Where's
him it.
Where's
They-
your wall?
They just
Where's
wanted,
it been?
They wanted fucking DACA, and he was like, no.
No.
And then
Wrong.
on fucking Saturday, they made
Wrong.
the big fucking
Wrong.
announcement. The big announcement on Saturday, he was like, huge announcement coming later today. And it's like some bullshit with DACA again, but it's like,
He's offering and he's not compromising
It's
at all.
not.
He's still
It's-
getting the
yeah.
same thing.
and they were like, no, bro.
Bro.
Nancy's like, bro, jump back, chicken. I ain't doing this
Yeah,
shit.
she played chicken with him and he
Yeah.
backed down. He is the greatest negotiator in the world. No one is a greater negotiator than me. I love making deals.
The too long didn't read of the past 2 days. Trump, I demand to give the State of the Union at the usual time and place. Pelosi, nope. Trump, okay.
Literally,
This
what is he
fucking
gonna
guy
do?
acts like he's a dictator, but he's not.
He can't do shit because he's not in control of that branch of government.
No, it's co-equal parts of the.
Also, the Senate should be co-equal. They have the power to pass a continuing resolution to fund governments at current levels with a 2/3 majority.
Yes.
They passed it 100-0 before he said, I don't want to sign this. Then the second he says he doesn't want to sign it, they're like, oh no, we can't go against the president. It'll be the end of his presidency. Because you've never been paying attention to the fucking news for the past week and a half?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
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 His fucking campaign manager
Yeah.
is going to jail. Michael Cohen's going to jail.
I like
Trump Jr. is going to jail.
I like how Michael Cohen was like, I can't testify. My family's in danger. And they were like, yeah, no. You're going to be here
You're
to
going to testify. They subpoenaed his ass. Anyway, fuck Trump. I hate him so much.
Anyways.
Anyway, he's not going to win this shutdown. I don't see a way out for him, and he doesn't either, and it's terrifying. We don't know what
the
he's
numbers
gonna
are
do.
slipping against him right now.
He's
it's
at his
pretty
lowest
bad.
approval rating he's ever been at.
What's his approval rating right now?
32% or something.
Yeah.
Is that the lowest in history?
No,
It's lowest. It's as low as his has been.
Bush was 22 when he left office,
Yeah, thanks Bush.
or 25.
Something like that. Something awful.
Which one?
W.
I like W.
He was a
He seems like a good guy.
wartime president.
He is a good guy.
He was a good wartime president.
He didn't get into office thinking he was going to go to a fucking war because of Dick Cheney, you know? But he did.
He didn't think he was going to shoot someone in the face. Oh, no,
Did you
that
guys
was
see
Dick
that
Cheney.
movie? Did you guys see that Dick Cheney movie?
No.
No.
So good.
It's the one where he shot someone in the face, right?
I mean, it's about him being a piece
Dick
of shit.
Cheney shot a guy in the face.
Can we just talk about that? Dick
And
Cheney
the wild thing is,
shot a guy in the face.
But the wild thing is, he never apologized.
He
but
didn't.
But
The guy
victim,
did.
Yeah, apologized to the Cheneys. It's insane. Publicly, insane.
They definitely paid him off.
Yes.
Yes, Dick Cheney left a very lucrative job to be vice president. And
So did Rex Tillerson.
And then when he left office, he was even more lucrative.
Oh God.
He funded that war machine quite well.
I'm really excited to see the Samsung foldable phone. Have you heard about this?
Yes.
Samsung Galaxy F for Galaxy 10F for foldable. It's gonna be a foldable phone.
Wait, we're not
Jesus
talking
Christ.
about Dick Cheney anymore.
No, I segued real hard out of that.
From dicks to
It's gonna be
fucks.
it's gonna be two cell phones that fold into one cell phone. It's gonna be so cool.
I already had that.
Did you? Oh.
I had the
Flip
Sidekick or whatever,
phones.
the flip phone or whatever.
Oh,
Uh,
The Razor's back. The
Yeah.
Razor's
Oh yeah,
back.
there's like a
true.
$4,000 Razer smartphone.
$1,300.
I didn't know-
$1,300.
I didn't know that Motorola was still a company.
Is
so
it
that's-
Motorola?
It's probably just a shell of it, you know.
Is it
It's
by
probably not
Motorola?
Really. Well, that's what they owned it originally.
No, I mean, is the new one? Is it going to be made by Motorola?
I don't know. I'm not
Okay.
buying it. I still have my old one.
Unless someone bought the rights to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Razer, what was it? The Moto Razer, the smartphone one. It was like one of the most popular. It was a Droid phone. It was one of the most popular cell phones for a really long
Droids are
time.
for kids. I don't know that.
Androids, Vinny. There's a difference between Androids and
same
Droids.
thing.
Android is an operating system.
I am
Droid is a brand.
sophisticated. I have an iPhone.
Androids are for kids.
Whatever. Elizabeth Warren running for president.
That's old news.
Old
That
news.
is very old.
That is old news.
Are you?
I'm not
wait,
done.
You're not excited though, because she's from Mass.
Kirsten Gillibrand, also
Who's-
running for president.
Never heard
Who's
of
that?
Kirsten Gillibrand is the senator from New Jersey, or no, New York.
We don't
Senator
like,
from
we
New
don't
York.
like New Jersey here.
No, we don't like New Jersey. She's a senator from New York, and Kamala Harris, the senator from California.
I like Kamala Harris.
You must love that.
I love Kamala Harris.
you
I
love
like
California
I love
Democrats.
California. I love California Democrats. I want Massachusetts
You
to be
love
California. I want to live in California. I'm a fan.
So why don't you move? Now's the time to move.
Fair,
You're on
fair.
your own now.
All right, fair.
You can hop on a plane and go out there.
I only want to live in
Yes.
California so that I can vote for Kamala Harris as my senator or for president. I
had a
really hope
I had a dream.
Not for the weather.
and the weather.
I had a
Fuck
dream
New
I
England
was
weather.
a politician, and I loved it.
You would not make it as a politician.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I make it? Fucking Trump can make it. Why can't I make it?
You're not Trump.
What do I need to be Trump? A piece of shit?
Yeah,
I mean, as a politician, just like
Yeah.
you have to be a piece of
you
shit.
do have to
Well-
be a piece of shit.
I'm announcing my platform here. I am running for the 2045 presidential race.
Hey,
It's not going to be a year that we have a president.
No, because the problem is Trump's in office now. It's going to change. It's going to
not
be
a
different.
year that we have president. It's pretty good.
I meant election.
No, I know.
Yeah.
If I
I
had,
know what you meant.
if I had a
it's
TV
funny.
show, would you guys come on it?
What?
If
I
you had a
had a-
TV show, would I come on it?
Yeah.
I
Is-
would come
is it
all
on-
over it.
Yeah, of course. Especially if it's on a major network.
Yeah,
I'll-
like-
We should get on TV.
Like
That's a good idea.
Cambridge Public Access.
That's a great idea.
I would come all over it.
You'd probably be more serious about it, Grayson,
Get it?
because you're on camera. You probably wouldn't be fooling around.
The,
I hear that.
headphone-
would
the
you vote-
headphones are
I hear-
getting.
I hear that radio.
I think it's some like late '80s hip hop, early
Would-
'90s.
Pretty
hip-hop.
good.
Would you vote for not Elizabeth Warren? Would you vote for Kamala Harris?
Yes, I would not vote for Elizabeth Warren.
I would vote for Elizabeth Warren.
I would not. She's
Yeah,
a great.
what- so
she's
what's
a good
your-
senator.
I know
This is-
you'd
I-
vote for her.
I've
she's a
heard a
good
lot
senator.
of I've heard a lot of hate for her, but I have not heard a lot of justified hate against Elizabeth.
She's a
Warren.
good senator. She would completely divide the country.
Great woman of color.
Kamala Harris. Oh, okay, all right. That was a mistake.
Elizabeth
that was a
Warren
huge mistake.
is-
She seems to think it wasn't a mistake.
Elizabeth Warren is a good senator, but she is not fit to be president.
If we don't stop talking, you won't hear it.
You're right. Just keep talking.
Don't stop talking.
Okay, can you go into more
Episode
detail about
44,
why
we
you
will
think
never
she
stop.
wouldn't be a good president, though?
I
just- she
I
would
think the
divide
prob-
the country.
I think the
How so?
so can I
She's like her personality. It's not. She's not likable.
yes my big my
Why?
but here's the thing.
Why though?
It's a gut thing. You're right. I feel the gut thing. I think
Is it because she? Ask yourself honestly. Is it because she
It's-
reminds you of Hillary
it
Clinton?
is not. It is not.
Ask yourself honestly.
No,
She
I'm
does-
not
she
answering.
does- she
That's
does
not what
not-
I'm trying to
she
get
does
at.
not run
I'm not
Hillary
saying as
Clinton.
me as a person. It's the thing is, I feel like if she got into a debate with Trump, if he was still in office at that point, she would lose.
Yes.
I feel like he would just troll her hard to make her snap.
Have you listened to her talk? I'm not
I have-
trying to troll you.
I have, but the problem
Because
is,
every time I listen to her talk, I hear like very knowledgeable.
I listened. She was on the Wilderness.
You know,
she's
opinions,
good.
yeah.
But the problem is when you get debate with Trump, that's the thing. He's a fucking child.
yeah, but I think that the
Hillary
way to
tried to be an adult and it did not work out.
it did work.
How did it?
She
work?
won the popular vote.
but she didn't win the fucking election.
Yeah, because she didn't go to fucking Michigan, and she wasn't likable.
The problem
But
was
Elizabeth Warren is not unlikable. She just seems unlikable
No,
because
she's
she
pretty-
kind of
she's
seems
pretty
like Hillary-
unlikable.
She
I
kind of
think-
seems like Hillary
would.
Clinton.
I
If
think she's
Kamala
unlikable.
Harris.
Have you
got-
have you watched like any of her segments though? Like
I-
her.
If Kamala, here's what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
If Kamala Harris wins the primary, she 100% has my vote.
Yeah, I
Regardless,
agree with that.
I think she's a senior senator.
she's brutal. That's why she seems ruthless.
She's
right.
She is out for justice.
Yeah, and you can
And
tell,
and I
right?
appreciate that.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna vote for the next Democrat no matter what. Probably makes no difference.
Whoever wins
Yeah.
the nomination.
I don't give a fuck. I don't.
I mean,
like,
we're
I
all
mean, yeah.
we're obviously gonna vote
I
for whoever wins the nomination.
don't
Yeah.
like Trump.
We're obviously gonna vote for
No,
whoever wins the nomination.
I
If you
honest-
if you like,
we're not gonna
Trump,
splinter the vote.
I thought Trump would be a lot better in office a few years back. I thought he was serious. I fucking for a second there, I believed him. He's gonna drain the swamp.
no way.
But he's
no fucking way.
fucking
Nope.
Too
Never.
bought now. Like you can see.
Not-
see
I
it's
never
almost like
thought that he
Hillary.
would
You can
drain the
see
swamp.
through him, and you
Oh,
know
yeah.
he's fucking
Yeah.
paid off and bought.
Yes. I knew
He's
that Hillary
also
was
a
paid
complete
off.
psycho.
I knew that
Yes.
Hillary was paid off and bought, and an establishment icon. I knew she was only going to make the swamp swampier, but at least she would have been better than fucking Trump. Anyone would have been better than Trump. Mike Pence would be better than Trump.
I disagree.
I
Mike Pence is
Don't
the one
know.
who's Mike Pence is the one who's running the thing right now.
I
Is
don't
he?
know. And is it better? I mean, would it be better if he wasn't fucking batshit crazy and like?
Which which one?
I'm saying, okay, if Pence is the one running things, imagine the way they're being run now, which is by Pence, according to you, minus
Stop
all of the
breathing into the mic.
batshit- minus, yeah, you're rubbing it on your face. It's not
Yeah.
right.
I know I am.
It's
Don't do
literally a
that.
pain in the ass for me.
Would it be better if you took away all of the crazy shit that Trump does, like this fucking shutdown? Do you think Mike Pence would be shutting down the government right now?
No.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He is unqualified to a dangerous.
Trump's
extent.
ego is why the government's not open yet.
Yes.
It's
The government is shut down right now because what the fuck is her name?
I don't know.
Not Ann Coulter, the other one. Yeah, Ann Coulter. The government is shut down right now because Ann Coulter jumped on Fox and Friends and told him to shut it down. That's why the government is shut down. Because he was going to take the CR and she said, if you take the CR and don't get the wall, you're going to look like a fucking pansy to your
what?
base. Continuing resolution.
Yeah.
It would keep
Okay.
the government open at current levels. Funded at current levels. And Ann Coulter jumped on Fox and Friends. Ann Coulter, the racist, like nationalist fearmonger of white women, went on to Fox and
I
Friends and
hate
was like,
you so much.
and was like, if you take this CR and you don't force them to take the wall, shut down the government, your base is going to think you're a pansy. And he did it.
Also,
This really happened.
Can we talk about the wall real quick? It's such a stupid idea.
It's the least effective way to do this to solve the problem.
Well, hold on, but like, so there's multiple things, right? Like,
There's so many things.
it's so stupid, and
We
like,
should just cut all.
it's just so stupid, and like, people will find a way to get through it or over it, whatever. But
There are
also,
currently tunnels under the current walls.
Yeah.
but it really
I've seen
fucks up.
Sicario.
It really fucks up like
Sicario.
the nature, like the
Yeah,
nature.
the rivers will be fucked. Eminent domain will take people's family homes
Okay,
away from
yeah.
them.
Can I get into that for 1 second? So back in like when Bush was president, they wanted eminent domain to get land to fund some
Yeah.
kind of border shit.
Yeah,
But the thing is, those court cases are still going on.
they're still going. They are currently
like,
going.
Can you imagine if they try to build a wall now? It'd be decades before they even touch the ground.
The
with
next
any piece of
Democratic
steel.
president will be come in and be like, never mind.
Can I have
Yeah.
I have a question? What because I just think the wall idea is so stupid. I haven't even looked at like projections of how long it would take and anything like that.
Like 10 years.
10 years? No way. It takes 10 years. Double that.
Way
To
longer,
build?
way
Yeah.
longer, way
Yeah.
longer.
Double that.
Absolutely.
Any government work, you take their timeline.
Double it, yeah.
You at least double it. But like, think about it. Even
And the budget will go
think about it.
quadruple over.
yeah, but even like, oh, for sure, yeah.
You-
So even think about like,
I
you
have a more frustrating thing
you have,
also
like,
than this as well.
Say you have a Republican House, Republican Senate, Republican President, right? That all believes Bush.
yeah. They should have
Trump-
passed it by now.
Yeah,
They did have it.
but they believe Trump's ideas, right? This wall would still be like it would never happen. It's never. Gonna
It wouldn't happen in 20 years from now. It would still be going on.
No.
So the thing that's really funny to me is that they actually passed a while back when they were doing the DACA debate. They passed a budget that had like $21 million in it for border security broadly. It didn't say specifically what it was for.
Yeah.
They have not even touched that money. The administration, the executive branch, they have that money allocated already for border
Yeah.
security. They haven't even fucking touched it. Trump doesn't want the wall. He has the money for the wall. He wants the fight over the wall. He wants to shut down the government because the Democrats won the House of Representatives. And to punish them, he shut down the government. He wants to shut down the government because one of his advisors, probably Stephen Miller, told him that if he shut down the government, it would hurt the FBI. And the FBI would shut down and the
I
FBI
fucking
would
hate
go hard.
politics talk.
Ugh.
It's too much.
Do you want to
We-
hear my solution?
We
for
should
the-
have a separate podcast for this.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear my solution for the wall? I'll give it to you right now.
Not have it.
No. So how?
Give him the wall and then throw him out of office and
how-
take it away
How,
from
how
him.
long is the border? How
It's
many
never
miles?
gonna happen.
2,100 miles or something?
So what you do is instead of putting a wall up, you're gonna install in the ground.
It's like 1,000 miles.
What the fuck is the
Why
word?
don't they just do an electric fence?
Temper.
Just do lasers.
No, no, no,
Anything
stop,
would
stop,
be better.
Stop.
Sorry.
You can install cable in the ground that picks up footsteps.
Yeah.
So you install that, and at the same time, you install a drone army.
You just get a ping.
Oh my god! Shut the fuck up. Sorry.
Jesus.
Well, I'm trying to. You
Yeah, I have
install.
a-
You
Grayson,
install.
You'll like my idea better.
You
I
install
promise.
that. Anytime there is a footprint censored, you unleash
Yeah. Just only
part of the drone army to inspect the area. That way you don't have to worry about
Yeah.
a fucking wall, maintaining a wall.
Just
What do
get
the
Amazon
drones
to
do?
build the drones.
What do the drones do?
Just footage. I mean, what else are you going to do? Just to make sure it's a person, and then based on that, you can go from there.
I have a better idea.
Or
how
you just,
about, how about we
like,
just make it easier
bees.
and we reform
Bees.
how people
Armies
immigrate?
of bees.
Why don't we just reform immigration?
So this is a really interesting thing about the
Make it easier
So a
for
lo-
people who want to be here.
a lot
to
of
come
political pundits say that the immigration system is broken. They love saying that the immigration system is broken. We need to reform our immigration system because it's broken. It is not broken. Our immigration system exists the way it does now because it was designed that way by people who are evil and they don't like immigrants. They want no legal immigration and they wanted to make it harder for people to immigrate legally and illegally.
Fucking white people.
Just like they wanted to make it harder for people to vote in certain areas that would benefit them. These it's mainly Republicans, but Democrats do it too. But it's mainly Republicans. They do these policies. It's not broken. It's built like that on purpose to hurt
So
people and
rebuild
keep them
it.
in power. That's just my little thing. But
Gotta
people
drain the
saying that it's
swamp.
broken, it's not broken. It's like that on purpose.
I mean, but like think about it. Like the roots of this country is from immigrants, right?
Yeah, Ellis Island.
we need to fix it. And like when we had Ellis Island, people were like, oh well, people used to come in. They used to just come in legally. When there
Yeah.
was Ellis Island and that shit, you
Yeah.
would just show up and you would be let in.
Yeah.
Maybe you had to
Yeah.
change your name because people were racist
Yeah.
and didn't know how to like. That's fine. Racism was
Yeah.
cool back then. That's fine. Whatever. They just couldn't pronounce whatever, and they turned it into
Yeah.
a slightly more English version of the same. You know, like
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
a classic thing. They can't pronounce
Yeah.
Gaelic. Fine. Change your name to something more pronounceable.
Yeah.
But at least they let you in.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there was no rules. There was no quotas.
Yeah.
They just let everybody in. And then those
Yeah.
people found a place in society and they were productive and they were constructive. But like, man, this ain't it, Chief.
Do you let everyone in? No.
Do you let everyone in? Well, I don't know. I'm not saying I have all the answers on that, but you don't do what we're doing.
No. I mean, we know that.
Yeah. I don't think you can let everybody in.
You can't.
I think you do have to have rules, and I think you. I think if they're refugees, you let them in. That's for sure. If they're like, I was talking to my dad about this the other day. He was saying, there's a difference between a refugee and someone fleeing gang violence, and I disagree with that because I think that those people are fundamentally running from.
Are you talking about like the people from like
from Guatemala?
Guatemala.
Yeah. He was saying that the Guatemalan gangs don't count as refugee. They don't are hurting refugees.
Also, I would like to say this because the concern is around MS-13, right?
Yeah.
They
Well,
have
that's
like
one of
very
them.
very identifiable like markings.
They wear tattoos that say MS-13.
Yeah, like it's not rocket science.
No.
Like, and it's like part of their code, so it's not like
yeah.
it's not like they're gonna come on. So I mean,
It's not that.
it's definitely
it's not that simple, but
it's not a black and white issue,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But like, it needs to be different.
yeah.
This is
Ugh.
we've gotten very political lately.
I know.
I think we're just.
I missed the
not,
poop talk.
This is not even. We're not even
The
afraid.
poop and pee-pee talk.
No. It's fucking.
Do we break this off and do a political podcast? Probably
No.
No. People don't even listen to this podcast.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
That's
I
a good
wonder.
point.
I wonder why.
It would give them a reason not to listen
Yeah.
to the podcast.
Oh.
Well,
man.
maybe our next episode is going to be about a fucking haunted apartment. We'll see.
Oh, I hope so.
Is Morgan available to be on a podcast?
I think she's open to it. Yeah.
How's her SM?
Her what?
Social media. Come on,
Oh.
keep up.
Oh, she actually does intern for a company doing social media marketing for them.
Oh, so she might be good at it.
Wow.
Yeah, she's all over the social media. She actually does social media marketing for a company as an intern.
Wow. Is it WGBH?
I don't know.
Yeah.
PBS. They were hiring for a
Man,
while.
I'm so sad that spaceship got knocked over, got broken. I'm still
not
upset
sad.
about that.
Do you like Elon Musk?
I love Elon Musk. I think he's a genius. I mean, he's made a lot of bad choices.
He's gotten over his skis a couple times.
He's not the best at tweeting politically correctly, but I think we have a little bit too much political correctness. But I don't know.
He's like Trump is like the perfect case of like you tweet.
He's
you
like
should not have
liberal
Twitter.
Trump. He's liberal Trump, right?
Yeah.
Trump is a 3 a.m. pooping kind of tweeting kind of guy.
Yeah, and Elon Musk is like, send me your best memes. He actually tweeted that. Send me your best memes.
I do love how Elon Musk went on Joe Rogan
smoked
podcast.
weed, yeah. Yep.
Joe Rogan for president. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just
No.
kidding. Just
That'd be
kidding.
so good.
That'd be so bad. No more famous people as president.
Have you seen the?
Can we have a rule?
Have you seen the? Have you
Can
seen
we
the
just
Joe
have-
Rogan?
Make that a rule.
The meme of like it's just Joe Rogan, and he's like shows like a dialogue, and it's like that's great. Have you ever tried LSD? It's so funny.
Oh God, what is the internet? Ariana Grande's "Thank You Next" gets classic anime makeover.
Thank you.
Oh, I don't.
Google anime next. No, anime.
When's
Thank
her
you
ne-
next anime.
When's her
if you're
butthole
curious.
gonna come out? Oh,
What?
fuck.
What was that, Vinny?
Oh god, I'm tired.
There was something about a butthole.
That was amazing.
Do you know Pete Davidson?
Yeah.
He has-
Butthole
he
eyes.
has butthole eyes.
Oh,
Is that
no.
all right? What I'm just curious. What was your? Can you like reformulate that and redeliver it?
When is her song "Butthole Eyes" gonna come out?
Okay,
Oh,
thank
that's
you.
what you were trying
That
to
was
get to.
better.
In my head, it just came out so different.
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't think that song is ever going to come out.
That was.
I think she kind of addressed it all in "Thank You Next." From
But
my
I
understanding.
bet that song was recorded before she broke up with him.
Oh, from Pete Davidson.
I bet you.
I don't know. I don't really follow that kind of music.
Where did
so
Ariana Grande come from?
Where did Ariana Grande come
Disney?
from?
Yeah.
Disney.
Is it Disney?
or
Disney.
Nickelodeon?
No,
one of the
it was
two.
one of them. Yeah.
I feel like she was never here. Then she was here.
No, she was here pretty quick.
But yeah, like, she's blown up so fast.
Yeah.
Episode 44. Thank you. Next.
Thank you. Next. Blue. I have more rocket news just because I love
let's
space
avoid
rockets.
let's avoid copyright.
What? It's not nothing copyright about that.
No, that's fine.
I just spell it differently.
Thank
you next with
Thank
with a
ye.
3.
I think
you.
"Thank You" next is thank.
What about
just you?
What
I
about
think.
dank you? Then the letter U. Like,
What does dank have to do with anything?
Just
We're not dank
dank
at
you
all.
next.
We're barely cool.
We're so dank.
We're definitely not dank.
No, we're not dank.
I haven't used that word since high school, so
It's dank.
It's a new one.
I used
for
it
me.
when I talk about weed, but I mean that's about it.
Yeah,
So-
In
I
high
bet you
school.
have.
Have you guys heard of Blue Origin?
Yeah, that's the space exploration company that
Yes,
Musk is heading. Yeah,
No, not Musk. Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos.
the
Wait. What's Elon Musk's space program?
SpaceX.
Oh, it's so
that's right.
90s. I love that
Um,
song.
So Blue Origin is Jeff Bezos's brainchild, and
He got divorced.
Yeah.
He did. He's losing half of his wealth. He will be the half wealthiest man in the.
Well, fun
the
fact:
co-
I
in
didn't
the world.
realize. I didn't realize how instrumental his wife was in like Amazon becoming what
She
it is.
She was central.
She
was like her
she
idea.
100% deserves.
It was like her idea.
Every penny she gets.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so
Her
Blue,
first name's Prime.
fucking hate you.
Have you seen that meme? Have you seen that meme? Do you have anxiety prime? Wait, I mean Amazon. Yes, I have both.
Yeah. So Blue Origin, Jeff Bezos's spaceship company, they launched a spaceship, and
Wow.
it worked really. It's touted as being it's notable and remarkable for being one of the safest rockets that has ever existed. It has triple fail safes on everything. The entire plot, like designed, the purpose of this rocket is to carry people up to the edge of space and give them a few minutes of weightlessness before they fall straight back down to where they started.
That's
So they're not actually going into orbit.
And they
the
die.
rockets are smaller. They're not going up to speed to get into orbit. They're just going up really high, floating for a minute, and then coming back down. So that's kind of the point of the rocket.
How do they land?
They use 3 very large parachutes and then a little burst of rocket power to soften the landing right before it hits.
And
the
where
ground.
does it land?
Near where it launched from, like nearby.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So you just like
How much is it?
take a car. I don't know, but they're next year, within like 365 days from now, they will be launching people on commercial flights up to space
Wow.
to come straight back down.
That just sounds expensive.
It
If
sounds
you're-
like fun. I mean, it's like
if
the new
you're
skydiving,
an
right?
Amazon Prime member, you get 10% off at Whole Foods.
You probably do.
Oh my goodness.
That's great. This is great. This is a very exciting thing. Their rockets are cool looking. Their designs are pretty good. They're not really competing with SpaceX, so I don't have to hate them, you know. But I'm just a SpaceX fanboy, and I like rocketry.
Do you
Big
play
old nerd.
Kerbal Space
Yes,
Program?
I do play Kerbal Space Program. I haven't played in a long time.
Derek, if you don't stop doing that, I'm gonna love you. Damn it! Now I have to love you. Golly.
I'm pretty podcasted out.
You
for
should
the day.
edit in the word kill instead of love.
No.
Can you stop stepping on the cables?
Oh yeah, that's right. I should
Stupid
probably-
big feet.
You know what they say about big feet.
It's not true.
Yeah,
No.
tight,
It's not always true.
tight shirts.
Tight shirt. Oh.
Vinny.
Oh my gosh, I'm tired.
Yeah. I am too.
Next week, no politics talk. Banning that from the program.
So next week, when are we podcasting?
Well, that's a good question.
I think we should talk about it off the air.
No. I think we should do it
This
in
is
Alston.
bad. This is bad
but
podcasting.
I know you're busy next week.
Yeah, we'll talk off the air.
Cool.
But hopefully, our next program is Haunted Alston.
Oh yeah, Microsoft Office 365 got hacked today.
Who cares? Google
No,
Docs.
no one cares. It's true.
Tired.
Oh, Yellowstone's gonna blow up.
When?
We're all gonna die.
With trash.
Can't wait.
Just imminently.
I can't wait.
Yeah, they keep throwing trash in the wells, and
My
it's gonna
heart
cause a
rate-
volcanic
My
eruption that
So I got my heart rate.
kills everything.
I got my heart rate down to 65 BPM.
Yeah, and
Only 65 left to go. Not my joke.
and on
No.
that note,
Not my joke.
I've been Grayson,
I'm Derek,
Yeah, I'm Vinny.
and this was
the Slightly Biased Podcast.
Episode 44.
Bye.
Turn this off.
If you can dream it, you can do it.